Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Show. I'm your host, Evan Kemp. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm joined by the Executive Director of Ashland Main Street, Sandra Tunnell. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for sitting down with me.
Thanks for having me.
For those who are not aware of what Ashland Main Street is, can you tell us a little bit about the program?
Sure. So the Main Street program is actually a national organization. We are focused on downtown revitalization. So how can we help our businesses? How can we help the downtown look better? How can we promote our downtown to the community and then beyond? So just making the whole community better by making our downtown better.
Great. And how did you get involved in your current role as Executive Director?
So in 2010, there was a county-wide strategic plan, and one of the things that the community wanted us to work on was revitalizing downtown. And that committee met for a year, and then at the end of our meeting, and we decided to be a Main Street organization, they said, well, we need a director. And everybody looked around, and I was the only one who wasn't working at the time. So here we are. But I love it. I grew up in a town that had a really great downtown. Most of the communities that people love in Ohio are Main Street communities. So I was really excited to be a part of that.
Yes, and so I know Ashland Main Street leads a lot of different events and initiatives. Can you tell us about some of the recent events that you've helped put on?
So we have our Ale Fest coming up. Probably shouldn't talk about that. If you're under 21, you're not listening right now. We have our Ale Fest coming up. That's a big fundraiser for us. We have the Downtown Dream Cruise and Car Show. That probably brings a couple thousand people downtown from all over the state and beyond. Our Christmas Parade is probably one of the biggest events we have that we took over about 5 years ago, and that just keeps growing. We have lots of different shop pops. So we have a shop pop coming up for the 3rd of May, which is the Kentucky Derby shop pop, also graduation here. So yeah, we do a lot of different events. We do, the shop pops are really popular, just things to bring people down to enjoy our downtown.
Yeah, and I know one initiative that Ashland Main Street helps lead is the DORA program. Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
So the DORA stands for Designated Outdoor Refreshment Area. It actually came up out of COVID to help our restaurants be able to let people enjoy what they have going on when we couldn't be inside. And it kind of went off from there. The idea is that you can buy an alcoholic beverage from a downtown business and take it in the designated area. So for our downtown, it's like second to the creek and kind of our downtown historic parameters. So over a little bit past Claremont and a little bit past Union. But the idea is that it's a safety thing. I mean, so you don't have to chug your drink before you go somewhere. So you're kind of moderating your drinking. And then also it's enjoyable to walk around and sip your drink, see things, go into a shop if a shop welcomes DORA drinks, see what they have. So it really helps the whole ambiance, I guess, of the downtown really just feel more welcoming.
Perfect. Do you have any personal favorite events that Ashland Main Street helps put on that you look forward to every year?
I'm not allowed to choose favorites. They're all my favorites. I love Ale Fest because people are so happy. And it's not just because there's alcohol. People just enjoy being there. We have a slew of volunteers, and the first time we did it, I said no one's ever going to want to volunteer. And tons of people, I mean, they are clamoring to volunteer for this year just because it's so much fun. The Christmas parade, we have kids sing Christmas carols to us. They're all everyone's so happy. It is amazing. Even when it's cold, even when there's glitches, people are just so happy to see the parade and be a part of the parade. So I guess everything makes people happy, and some things make people really happy. And so it's probably one of the best parts of the job.
That's great. Sounds like a great event. My last question for you is if you have any advice for an Ashland University student looking to get more involved with the community here in Ashland, what would that advice be?
I would say just show up wherever you want to go and just ask if they need help. I think everybody does. I think a lot, especially of our downtown businesses, are busy. It's a lot of work to run your own business. So they don't have time to look for volunteers, but if you were to show up and say, I love flowers, can I help you be a driver to enjoy or something like that, I think she would jump at that opportunity. So just be out there and say, I would love to be a part of what you're doing.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me today.
Thanks so much for having me here.
That is all for today's episode of the Main Street Show. Make sure to follow us across all social media platforms at AUTV Ashland. I'm your host, Evan Kemp. Thank you for watching.